Welcome back to Channeling Luxury. So this is my little video on what I picked up from the Chanel store in Saint Tropez. The main store is closed down, so there's a small boutique that they're using in place of it, but they actually have quite a bit of ready to wear, and they had pieces like Cocoa Beach that I had not seen anywhere, including in Paris. So it was a little bit fun. Cool little adventure. So I'll show you what I did pick up from the fitting room try on that is available. I'll put it up here in the card so you can take a look. So this little white shirt here is from 23. Yes, that is 23 spring summer. There's a cardigan and there's also a black version. I liked the pullover version. I didn't like the cardigan so much. Absolutely fantastic fabric. I don't say that about Chanel very much, as you know from my recent videos, and it's even a joke among many people in Paris who work there. So don't be surprised if you run into quality issues, because they are still having them. Not necessarily with the buttons, but other things. And I'm going to be posting a video very shortly on some things that happened to a jacket when I was there. So this as well. Picked this up. So this is a little bit big for me. It's a 38. Now, one thing you should know, if you are shopping overseas and you want to exchange in the US, you can do that. I have had sales associates in the past say, no, you can't, you got it overseas, etc. It does not matter. The receipt does not say there's no returns or exchanges overseas. As long as it's Chanel, you can still exchange and return. So that said, I may end up exchanging this for a 36. It's a little bit loose. If you take a look at my video of the try on, you'll see where it's loose underneath here. But I also kind of like the fit a little bit. And until my body shrinks, I might just keep the 38 and then have it tailored at that time when I am back to my normal strong 36. So this is the one shoulder top. I love this guy. I was on the wish list for it for a while, or had it on the list for a while, the pre-order, and it got here a lot faster, and we see that happening time and time again. Although they don't have it in Paris yet, they did have it here in the small boutique. And let me show you the next little guy. This was a last minute find. I was on a mannequin, and it was difficult because I have tried the cardigan for this on before. In fact, you may have seen it in my video for 23 Cruise. That's like a good 6 months ago, and it was too scratchy. The full cardigan was too scratchy. So I saw this. I had never seen this in the boutique. I saw this one, which is a halter top, and honestly, I fell in love with it on the mannequin. I thought it was really cool, and I remembered I've tried this before. It's not going to work, but it actually does. It's not as itchy as the full cardigan. Is it the most comfortable top in the world? It's not, but you can do it for a few hours for sure. And I do not have this in my try-on video because I found it at the very end. I was in a hurry and late for an appointment. So it is, the CCs are in white, and here's the issue for me, is that it was tight along the side of the halter and then loose along this part. So a little bit of side boob, a little too much there. So I'm not so sure that can get altered either, but I have worse pieces in that regard. And then this here, in order to loosen it, I'm gonna move the button out and then use one of these buttons to fill a hole, just make an artificial button essentially. And then that should fix the problem with this shirt. So it sold out quick in the US, and so did the cardigan. They had both in Saint Tropez. But I think maybe one of the reasons for it is the fit is really unusual and really difficult to work around. Having it tight right here, not in the back or in the front, but here, and then loose here, it was just a little bit funky. So I chose for the bigger size. I fit in a 36 and a 38. I chose the 38 knowing that I would fix the button and hopefully make it a really good piece that I could enjoy for a long time. And two other things I picked up when I was there. So I'm not so sure about this, but again, you can return them back in the US. So they had just gotten this in. What I love about it is the color, and I like the CC detail on the strap. To be honest, the hardware looks like rose gold to me. I know it's not, but they are supposed to be having some rose gold pieces come in. And the first thing that caught my attention is that maybe this was one of them. I think it's just because it's against yellow. So it's making the yellow look not as yellow, if that makes any sense. Let me show you for reference. I'm 5'4", so you know my height, and then you can see where it falls as a shoulder strap, and you can see where it falls crossbody for the mod shot. And it's a very simple sack. I'll show you. So it doesn't have the chain on the bottom, just on the side. And when you open it, come back over here and show you. It's a very straightforward piece. So I'm not a fan of having flaps inside, having to dig around and find things and just be generally annoyed with my handbag. So this one is just a really simple open flap. If you're a fan of the Funky Town like I am, this is a pretty decent feeling leather, very similar to the Funky Town bag, and small zipper pocket inside. I'm just not 100% sure that it's going to stay in my collection and that I will not return it back in the States. We'll see. And for me, it's just a matter of how often am I going to wear this yellow color. I think it pops against white and black, but I'm not someone that changes my handbags every day. I pretty much use the same one for months at a time. And for better or worse, I may come up with a new system, but until then, I'm not sure that this is going to be the best option for me. But I didn't want to leave it behind, being the only one, and I could just decide back home. And then finally, I picked up this jacket. And there might be a spider on it, so if I scream, that's why. And this is a 34. So you're going to see it in my video on the try-on. It does not look like anything exciting on the hanger. It matches the romper that we've seen in so many videos because the sizing is just beyond jacked up. But this is not jacked up. The sizing is not. When you take this off, I think it's pretty cool when you take that off. And it's very oversized. It's fantastic color and really, really lightweight. I just think some of this nonsense needs to go, and maybe a little modification at the neckline just to make it a little more youthful. But overall, I think it's a great piece. I never saw it in the US, and I was really happy to pick it up out here. So that's what I picked up at Saint Tropez. I do recommend checking out the boutique if you're in the area. It's really a fun little upbeat place. They had a lot of shoes, only a few handbags, not too many. I did see someone purchasing a jumbo, which is kind of hard to get out in the US. And certainly a ton of ready-to-wear for a small store. So I guess we'll get to see what the multi-story store looks like when it reopens. For now, enjoy your day or evening wherever you are, and thank you for watching.